Have you ever wondered what it is that makes a leader a leader? What is that intangible quality that they carry that makes other people jump at the opportunity to follow them? I'm David Waldas. I'm the author of Insight, Influence, and Flow and the founder of Aligned Living. I have this memory going back to middle school where I was sitting next to my good buddy Kurt, and something had happened in the classroom and I made some sort of joke about it that I thought was hilarious and got zero response. A second later, my buddy Kurt repeats the exact same thing, word for word, and everybody just starts dying laughing. I remember somebody coming up to him and slapping him on the back like, "Oh yeah, you're so funny." And I sat there thinking to myself, what is it that Kurt carries? What is it that he's figured out about leadership, about influencing people that I had not figured out? As adults, this may look a little bit different. We may be that business leader, that thought leader that really wants people to jump to follow us. And yet we watch other leaders be so highly successful, and we're really trying to seek out what is that missing ingredient for us. In recent years, science has actually discovered what the number one quality is that makes a leader a powerful leader. What it is that makes other people look to them for direction. It's not their charisma, it's not looks, it's not the way that they speak with authority, it's not all these things that we may be training to show up externally as. The number one indicator is actually how stabilized they are internally. You see, when somebody's stabilized internally, the people around them naturally look to them for stabilization. See, most of the people on this planet are actually external references. We look to the outside world to help understand what's happening with our inside world. In fact, the outside world drives our inner world. Experiences happen outside of us, we react to them, we interpret them, and our inner world's constantly fluctuating, it's constantly changing, which puts us in a pretty much continuous place of some level of at least mild discomfort. And so when we make decisions from that mild discomfort, when we decide about who we are, what we're capable of, even the next action that we want to take, it's all about overcoming what we think's wrong, overcoming what it is that's making us feel uncomfortable. And in contrast to that, these internal referencers, the people that don't look to the outside world to know how they should feel internally, they actually look within. They stabilize themselves internally, they have a clear indication of who they are, a clear understanding of what they want to create, and from this internal stabilized place, they start to create the outer world. There's something really intriguing about that. That stabilization is what we're all looking for. And when we're trying to find it outside, it's just always going to be elusive. And so the closest we get is to other people who found a way to do it internally. And it doesn't just mean that we're actually looking to them for guidance, that we're looking to them for direction. Science actually discovered that our physiology shifts. It changes our autonomic functions. We start to sync up with our heart rate, with our respiration, with these leaders. And when you have that kind of influence on the people around you, you naturally emerge as the leader. I've discovered a three-step process that takes us from being an external referencer to an internal referencer. That takes us from being the one that's following to the one that other people are jumping at the opportunity to follow. If becoming a next level leader, if becoming an influencer is something that's important to you in your life, if it's something that you've been working to create in your business, then check out my book, Insight, Influence, and Flow. It's available at Amazon or through my webpage at davidwaldas.com.